अब आज सैन एन्टोनियो हो। सैन एन्टोनियोको सी होल र रिभर वाक हेरौँ। अब जाँदैछौँ, वेदरले कतिको साथ दिन्छ होइन। प्लानिङ त्यस्तो छ, घुम्दैछौँ, निस्किँदैछौँ। अब विकेन्ड पनि मनाउनु पऱ्यो, काम गर्दा गर्दा थाकेको पर्छ होइन, थकान पनि मेटाउनु पऱ्यो, घुमेर अलिकति फ्रेस हुनु पऱ्यो। त्यही हो। हामी अब कहाँ के कस्तो हुन्छ हामी त देखाउन जान्छौँ तपाईँहरूलाई। हेर्दै गर्नु होला मेरो युट्युब च्यानलमा, सब्सक्राइब गरिदिनुहोस् मोडर्न पिस मेरो युट्युब च्यानल। अब अहिले हामी सैन एन्टोनियो छ, सैन एन्टोनियो रिभर वाक र सी होल हामी जाँदैछौँ। Doctor. पार्क रुल्स, खेली पार्क। यहाँ पार्क रहेछ खेल्ने ठाउँहरू। बसौँ अब आनन्द अहिले। पिङ खेलेर बस्नु पर्यो, पिङ खेलेर बस्नु पर्यो। पाइन्छ होइन पिङ खेल्नु चाहिँ? रेकर्ड भएको छ? एकछिन हल्का भुइँ छोड्नु पर्छ अरे कि पिङ देखेपछि।
दसैँ हो,
पिङ देखेपछि भुइँ छोड्नु पर्छ अरे एकछिन। अब यो पिङ देखेपछि जुन बेला पनि भुइँ छोड्नु पर्छ एकपल्ट।
आमा हजुर पनि खेल्ने हो, हजुर पनि खेल्ने भएको छ, पिङ खेल्ने हो।
जमारा लगाइदिएर ढोगेर अनि पिनमा टेक्नै पर्छ अरे, जमिन छोड्नु पर्छ अरे।
म त नढोइकन बस्यो त।
ल एकपल्ट फेरि ढोकेर बस्नु पर्दैछ।
अब सरी है, ढोक्नु नभ्याएको।
होइन ढोकेर बसौँ।
टिका दिन चाहिँ पिङलाई अक्षता चढाएर जमारा चढाएर अनि ढोगेर चढ्नु भन्छ। एक कुनै बस्छ त अब छोडिकन बस्छ।
आमाले हजुर उठ्छु न, आमालाई
मोमो उठ्ने हो
अनि बुवा र आमा बस्यो हजुर।
अब यहाँ हाम्रो मालिक नि यता
खै
एकैपल्ट
आमा म हल्लाइदिनु कि आफै हल्लिसिन्छ?
एकैपल्ट फेरि पछि
त्यो पनि घुम्नु मिल्ने रहेछ। हो गुड। लड्छ है बिस्तारै। बाङ्गो भयो हजुर गरेको त हो, बाङ्गो भयो। खेल्छ एकछिन खेल्नुपर्छ हजुर। बाङ्गो भयो हजुर चाहिँ बाङ्गो भयो। धक्का ल्याऊ त, सिधा भएन।
सिधा बस न, सिधा पोल्टी बस्यो यार।
अहिले भयो
अहिले भयो ल।
यहाँ माथि हेर्नु पर्ने छ। अमेरिकाको पिङ खेल्ने
खेल्यो
अमेरिकामा पिङ खेल्यो
भुइँ छोड्नुपर्छ कि पिङ देखेपछि एकपल्ट कति आनन्द आयो तर कस्तो हप्पु गर्मी रहेछ काहीँ चाहिँ आँखा हजुर हो
तपाईँहरू पनि खेल्नु कति माथि पनि गरी खेलिन्थ्यो अब त डर लाग्न थाल्यो
ठाउँ सरै त्यहाँ चिसो अरे कि तिमी पनि खेल्ने पिङ खेल्नु खेल्नु ल को कसो पिङ खेल्नु बाँकी छ ल ल पिङ खेल्नु
बच्चाहरूको खेल्ने चिज हो कि ठुलो मान्छेले खेल्ने
ए साङ्लाको उडेछ ठुलो मान्छेले पनि खेल्दैन होला
गुड अब यता बस्छु खै
यताको भाग पुऱ्याएर आइसक्यो हो
कताको खै छैन त टोयलेटमा त लक लगाएको छ
खोइ गोर्खा हुनुहुन्छ
ए आइसक्यो
घाममा दिएछ तातो आउँछ
मजाले खाने नि अब
केरो केरो किन्छ खानु न के तपाईले अचार ल्याउनु केरो केरो हाल्दैन नि त त्यसलाई केरो दिवा आऊ
फोटो त होइन भिडियो आइरहेछ
कथा फर्किरहेको हामी
म अगाडि फर्किहाल्छु नि
तपाईँ अगाडि फर्किनु पायो
अनि ठिक छ
त्यसै गर्नु हावा छेकिन्छ नि त उडाउँछ भुजाले
गुड खै बजाऊ ल बजाऊ त बजाऊ त यसमा पनि राम्रोसँग बज्दो रहेछ नि घाम हुँदैछ बल गर्ने गुड आमालाई नि एक्सर्साइज छोरीलाई नि एक्सर्साइज एकदम साह्रो छ फन घुम्नु पर्ने हो खास त बल गर साह्रो छ एकदमै घडी मिलाउने तरिका बल गऱ्यो गुड हल्का रुम मैले पार्कमा एकदम साह्रो छ कि फन घुम्नु पर्ने हो साह्रो छ यो ल यता सजिलो हो कि हो अहिले त फन घुमाइदियो त
ए यो ख्याले समाएको होला
जता घुम्यो भने साह्रो हो कि हो
उल्टो घुम्नु छैन त हो यसो हो त्यसो चाहिँ हो
बुवा ठिक छ नि यसो होइन रमाइलो टिकटक के भयो टिकटक
देखियो त ढुक्क घुम्न भयो भन त होइन पो रहेछ।
त्यहाँ खाने ठाउँ
ऊ घरि टाइम मिलाइदियो त कति बजी हेर त 1 बजेर 20 मिनट गयो तल घुमाउ त 1 बजेर 20 मिनट गयो मिलाइदियो घरि घुमाउनु त्यो 1 बजेर 20 मिनट गयो ल 11 बजेर 30 मिनट गयो 11 बजेर लाग्ने हो अनि फिसिङ गर्न जाने भनेर लाग्छ त हो
केही छैन आफ्नो हतियार फिसिङ गर्नलाई फिसिङ गर्ने चिज छैन
हजुर पिङ खेला फेरि सधैँ बाङ्गो खेल्छ रहेछ
खोइ के हो सिधा हेरेर
सिधा हेर्छ नि बाङ्गो उडिरहेको हेर्छ न
सिधा हेरेर म चाहिँ म चाहिँ
ल जाम अब जाउँ ल बस त्यसलाई घुमाइदिन्छु ल भयो जाउँ उनीहरूको पिङ हो कि ल भयो एकछिन खेल्नु भइगयो
ल रिबा
गुड 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 फेरि 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 गुड 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 12 तला माथि हामी यो 12 तला माथि गएर भ्यू सान एन्टोनियोको अब हामी यहाँबाट नजिक अब वकिङमा पनि छ भनेको छ त्यो रिभर वकिङमा पनि जान मिल्छ भनिरहेको छ यहाँ अहिले हामी 12 तला माथि होटलमा छौँ अब यहाँबाट हेर्दै जाउँ 12 तला माथि छ रुममा सबै राम्रो छ व्यवस्थापन सोफा छ सबै सोफा टिभीहरू फ्रिज माइक्रोवेभ ग्यासहरू सबै छ ग्यास दारा सबै छ 12 तला माथि हामी बसिरहेको छौँ होटलको लबी यो हामी अहिले 10 तलामा छौँ जानु पर्यो 12 यहाँ 10 तलामा मिराहरू त्यो भनेर आएको साथी तल 9 मा हामी 12 अब कहाँ छ यहाँ फेरि एलिभेटरमा फेरि स्क्यान गर्नुपर्ने स्क्यान गरेर माथि जानुपर्ने नो उयो गर्नु एलिभेटरमा माथि जानुपर्ने हामी अब स्क्यान गर्नु पऱ्यो खिच्नु पऱ्यो यस्तो छ हामी अब एलिभेटर चढ्यौँ अब 12 मा प्लिज युज योर के लेखा छ प्लिज युज योर गेस्ट रुम की कार्ड डु नट सेयर पनि भनिरहेको छ कता होला 1225 यता हाम्रो रुम नम्बर 1225 तल माथि हाम्रो साथीहरू त 10 मा हुनुहुन्छ एकजना मिराहरू कोही 9 मा हुनुहुन्छ होइन तल माथि गर्नुपर्ने त्यो के कार बोकेर हिँड्नुपर्छ एलिभेटर पनि काम गर्दैन नयाँ अनुभव भइरहेको छ हामीलाई यहाँ अमेरिकामा लुखो हिँड्यो अब 12:25 यही त हो नि हाम्रो रुम त्यो देखाउनु पर्छ अब 12:25 मा आइपुग्यो हेर्नुहोस् कति तल माथि आम्मा हेर्न पनि डर लाग्छ तल हातमा झुन्ना लिनु पनि जस्तो एउटा पाहाडमा हाम्रो रुम आइपुग्यो 12:25 रुममा बसिया छ अब एकछिनपछि हामी अब रिभर वाक इभिनिङमा हुन्छ सायद अहिले 5 बज्न लाग्यो रिभर वाक जान्छौँ हामी अब एकछिनपछि अब कोठामा बसिरहेको छु म कफी खाएर हेर्दैछौँ के हुन्छ अब युट्युबमा नेपाली गीत हेर्दै होइन युट्युबमा नेपाली गीत हेर्दै कफी खाँदै म अहिले 12 तला माथि छु 12 तला माथि बसिरहेको छु म्यारिटोले त्यहाँ हेर्दैछु अब हामी कहाँ जाँदैछौँ
हामी चाहिँ अब रिभर वाक जाँदैछौँ अब त्यहाँ बोटिङ सुटिङ गरिन्छ अनि टक्क लाएर वाकिङ गरिन्छ अनि डिनर खाएर हामी बाहिर निस्किन्छौँ
ल ठिक छ ल ठिक छ लागु अब हामी सबै जान्छ
हामी अपडेट गर्दै गरौँ
ल अपडेट गर्दै गरौँ ल
बाबा आउने होइन हामी तल हुन्छ त्यो लुगा लिएर आउनु
ल लागु हामी कहाँ जानेछौँ अब सेन्टियो फायर म्युजियम ल सेन्टियोमा सडकमा यस्तो पनि देखिँदो रहेछ होइन यो यस्तो देख्यो अब यो टेक्सास सरी यो पनि टेक्सासै हो टेक्सास त अब उता चाहिँ देखिँदैन थियो सेन्टियोमा चाहिँ देख्यो यसमा चढ्यो भने सायद पैसा पनि लाग्छ होला घुम्नलाई होला मलाई थाहा नभएको कुरा है अब बुझेर कुरा गरौँ ल डिटेलमा थाहा भएन हामी अहिले हिँडिरहेका छौँ रिभर वाकको लागि उधर गएर झन्डै 10 मिनट जति हिँडेपछि रिभर वाक अब हामी आफ्नो गन्तव्यतिर लाग्दैछौँ जाऊँ जाऊँ सैन एंटोनियोको रिभर वाक अब हामी ये है रिभर वाकको यो उयसमा अब हामी पनि चढाउन लाइन बसिरहेको छौँ पालो आउँछ चढ्छौँ हामी रिभर वाकमा छौँ हामी
ఫాలో అవుతున్నావే మరి ఎవడో
हामी पालो पुगेर बसिरहेको छौँ यहाँ थुप्रै छन् बोटहरू पालो पालो लाइनमा चढेर जानु
చాలా బెటర్
हामी अहिले सान एन्टोनियोको रिभर वाकमा छौँ बोटिङ गइरहेछ यसपछि अब हाम्रो पालो आउँछ होइन हाम्रो पालोमा जान्छौँ अब क्रिसमसतिर आयो भने चाहिँ लाइटहरू यो मजाले गर्ने रहेछ अब आज आएको हामी क्रिसमस त होइन त्यही पनि अब बोटहरू छ अब हामी यसपछि हामी 11जनाको टिम छ 11जनाको टिममा हामी जानेछौँ यसरी अब हाम्रो पालो यसपछि यसमा अब हामी जान्छौँ रिभर वाक
आफ्नो चाहिँ नछोड्नु त्यही हो
सान एन्टोनियोको रिभर वाक Tengah belakang.
What are we doing? Careful when you step on board.
कहाँ बस्ने हो मेरो बुढी कहाँ त्यहाँ रहेछ म आफ्नै बुढीलाई नचिनी गएँ यहाँ अहिले होइन पढ्नु ठिक छ ल बुढी ल के भयो बुढी फेरि यता आएको बुढी हरायो भने खोज्दैछु म यहाँ फेरि केही छ नि ठिक छ नि होइन रमाइलो भइरहेको छ होस् भिडियो आइरहेको छ नि फोटो नै आउँछ
It's cool. Just for your safety, keep everything up and the wooden rails here too. That way it doesn't accidentally end up in the river or being hit by the bridge. So everything in the wooden rails. Don't try to touch any of the bridges through here. Now do try to keep private conversations down to a minimum, please, folks. Just to be courteous to those around you. If like if you were in a movie theater. But if y'all see something funny or I say something funny, feel free to laugh out loud, okay, folks? Don't be shy about that one. But there is no smoking, no vaping, no chewing, no dipping, nothing like that allowed aboard the boats here. But last but not least, if for some reason any of you here on my tour today, you somehow find yourselves in the San Antonio River, don't worry, I got life jackets. Up underneath my left and my right hand hatch doors down here are those life jackets. But if we hit that iceberg and we all start sinking like the Titanic, don't panic. Instead of us using life jackets, why don't we all just stand up? We walk out the river. It's only going to be about 3 to 4 feet deep, and most of the water's here anyways. And with that, everyone, let's get the tour started. And the first thing I'd like to talk about is to our right-hand side over here, right in between these palm trees. We're going to see a statue of him depicted holding a baby Jesus. Now, the statue there was gifted to us in 1968 from Portugal for the Hemisphere World's Fair. And the reason Portugal gifted us the statue back there is that's where the saint himself originated from.
It's cute.
But before this man was a saint, he came down to our river, held a feast along it. Later down the line, he became a saint, and when they were thinking about naming the river here, they thought, well, I mean, let's just name it after him. The St. Anthony, the San Antonio River. Then they named our city after the river. So St. Anthony, the statue was up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when we're done.
Now to our right-hand side, up on the street level to the right, we're going to see a little church steeple right up here. This is the St. Joseph Catholic Church. It opened its doors in 1868, where the German immigrants at the time came to worship in their native language, German. And to this very day, in order to honor said lineage, they do still host an all-male choir sung in German on special occasions up there. Now in the 1800s, we did have a lot of Germans immigrate to the city. We were predominantly populated by German immigrants in San Antonio too back then. Now this city, it is founded on so many different cultures, and we really do pride ourselves in all the different heritage in the city. We would not be the same without it. Germans were a part of this. We're going to bring them up a couple times along the tour. So we just want to mention it briefly so it makes a little more sense. Take a look along the tour.
Yes.
Now our San Antonio, it's been here for thousands of years. It starts off at the campus of Incarnate, where it's an underwater spring, comes up, travels down here, and all the way down to the Guadalupe River. But there are certain sites deeper, made a little bit wider, but there is one particular portion of this river here that is a man-made extension. And it's the part of this river we're in now. Back behind us, where I picked you all up back for the tour, all the way until this bridge right in front of us here. This is the man-made extension of that natural river. And we built it in 1968 for one reason: the Hemisphere World's Fair. It was a very big deal for us here in the city, bringing down thousands upon thousands of people to this area. And we wanted a quick, convenient, and easy way to connect that World's Fairgrounds into this main river bend through here. What better way to do that than with our river? So we extended the river further back in the direction we were in prior to the tour, kind of around to where the Hemisphere was being held back then. That way, instead of getting lost up on the street level, you could just follow the river between both areas. But 9 months before that fair hit, our city had realized, kind of delayed honestly, that there was a lot of people down here traveling that Hemisphere. And we didn't have enough hotels along the river to accommodate all those people traveling down back then. So the city, they put out an ad asking could anyone come down to our river and build a 500-room hotel in 9 months. They needed a hotel ready, furnished, open before the Hemisphere hit. And there was a man by the name of H.B. Zachary who said he could do it. Our bills is here to our left-hand side. Our Hilton Palacio del Rio, our palace on the river. And they built this hotel by building the main base, 4 floors, eligible, fully furnished rooms. They were pre-putting everything you needed already into them. Bed frames, mattress, bedsheets, pillows, tables, TVs, lamps, you get the idea. Everything was already in each room before they were then driven over here to this location on flatbed trucks. They lifted each of these rooms up here with giant cranes, stacking them one by one on top of one another. Kind of like you would a giant Lego block set, but officially it's called modular construction. But the Hilton, they ended up not finishing their hotel on time. but that's because they had finished it in the Guinness Book of World Records time for the fastest hotel built of its size back then. It only took us 202 working days, a little over just 7.5 months to do the entire Hilton. So they definitely finished it on time. We actually have a ticket booth that's one room, 3 windows, 1 door. It took us 18 months to build. Now, Guinness Book 500-room hotel is only 7.5 months. Now, to our left-hand side here, this is going to be our La Villita, our little village along the river. There's also a bunch of buildings behind this section too that belong to the La Villita as well. 1722, it was the 1722. It is where the Spanish soldiers stationed at the Alamo put their settlement.
Sounds like a
First settlement here in our city, 1800, still up here. And we've repurposed them into a bunch of different restaurants, galleries, Now, right behind us, that stage they're performing on back there, that is our Arneson River Theater. It was built back in 1941 as a completely all-outdoor venue. Used the stage to host different concert shows and events on it year-round. Actually, some of the movie scenes from Miss Congeniality were also filmed on that stage back there. The show is officially starting. The one that you're seeing, that's actually just the rehearsals. They're starting the show officially tonight at 8:30. So if anyone of you wanted to go view and watch it, they are selling tickets over there. They got some guys out there helping you learn information about what they're performing. They're selling tickets there. There's also a QR code back there as well. If y'all have time to go check it out. It's a pretty good show. Last night they got rained on, so I'm hoping today it'll have a little bit better luck. Now, over here to our right-hand side, this is our Briscoe Western Art Museum. It opened 2013, and inside this Briscoe, we have things such as Santa Anna's ceremonial sword, Panchavilla's last known saddle, as well as a fully restored stagecoach. Just to name a few items in the Briscoe. But the building here, it's been around for much longer than that. Back in 1930, the building back there was our San Antonio Public Library. And from 1968 to 2001, the building back there was used as a circus museum of all things. Now this bridge we're going up underneath right here, this is a very low-hanging bridge along the river. It's called the Briscoe Street Bridge. Built in 1890, this little bridge here, it was also built all the way in Berlin. That's right, folks, the bridge, it comes all the way from Berlin, Connecticut. Yeah, pretty far, right? I will admit though, Connecticut doesn't pronounce it Berlin, but it's still spelled the same way. So I'm sure you get the joke there. Bridge is still pretty unique though. There's only 10 like it in the nation, 3 of which are in the city. And what makes the bridge so unique back there is there's no welding involved with it at all. It's only held together by bolts and rivets only, called a truss bridge. Now this island is alongside us to the right-hand side, to the left. But that right there is going to be Merritt Island. Nearly 2 to 3 hours took place there on boating because it is naturally
नजिकै भएर ल ल
Now the little I've witnessed a couple of them a half ago. If it's not a marriage, usually we see proposals happen there too. I've been seeing more frequently proposals than actual marriages happening on the island. They'll get the little marry me, like the little lights set up across the river from there. They'll have roads. Now, right over here to our left-hand side, if we look up at the very tippy top of the building to our left, overlooking us from up here are gargoyles. That's our Tower Life building. But originally, we knew it by a different name. We called it our Smith-Young building because it was built by 2 brothers called the Smith brothers. Now, these 2 brothers, they were very superstitious individuals. So not only did they put on the walls, about 2 to 3 floors above the river here, you're going to see those faces. They're called grotesque faces. Kind of look look like me in the morning, though. But those grotesque faces and the gargoyles, they were put there because they believed it would ward away evil spirits and would protect the business from bad luck. But unfortunately for the brothers, they made one very fatal error. They didn't know it either. They built the building here back in 1929. Later in the year, the stock market, it crashed. The Great Depression hit. Brothers had spent nearly $3 million on the building. They were then forced to sell it. And it's estimated every dollar they put within the building, they only at most got about 10 cents back to the dollar. So it was a catastrophic loss. Now the red brick building straight up ahead of us here, that's going to be our Bexar County Courthouse.
सब आफ्नो सुरमा छन् मान्छेहरू
Right there, blaring at you.
सब आफ्नो सुरमा छन् मान्छेहरू
Courthouse, it opened in 1897. That's the longest consistently operational courthouse here in the state.
Huh? त्यही हो
But if y'all look back behind us and y'all look at that Tower Life building one last time, you know, a lot of people like to say from this angle of the river, doesn't the Tower Life back there kind of look like an illusion of a boat that is sailing towards us? Maybe kind of like a cruise ship? And some people, they say, they hear a boat horn when they look at the building. I don't know. But this little arch we just went up underneath right here, that is a floodgate known as floodgate number 4. Right beneath the water down there is a gate that raises from the bottom up. And down behind us is the 5th floodgate. That one's about a 15 to 20 foot drop down though, so don't worry, we're not going to go down the drop. Instead, we'll head towards this bridge right in front of us here. This is going to be our Love Lock Bridge. Said that if you and a partner come up to this bridge, you put a lock on it, toss the key in the river, it'll represent that you will be together forever. Now going back to our floodgates and our
बगिन्छ ऊ
flood
माथि
control system, back in
त्यसमा चढेर घुम्न मिल्ने कि
1941, we suffered a catastrophic flood that year, caused millions of dollars in property damage. It killed 50 people that we knew of and found too. That's when the city decided we'd build a flood control system. And a man by the name of Robert H.H. Huggins, he had a plan for that. He came down to our city not only presenting a plan for flood control, but also a plan to turn this downtown river into our river walk, to turn it into the success that we all know today. Now, without Robert Huggins, our river walk here might not have ever happened. But luckily for us, after a little convincing, the city fell in love with the idea. And in 1941, they finished construction on it too. After about a decade or so of delays due to the Great Depression.
प्रोग्राम भइरहेको छ जहाँ पनि
Now to our left-hand side here, past these tree lines, to the left up on the street level right back there, that is going to be our
यहाँ माथि के ब्यान्ड बाजा बजाइरहेको छु
Redondo Cathedral. It was built back in 1731, done by 16 families sent over here on the order of the King of Spain from the Canary Islands. Their whole purpose was to come down and build the cathedral right there. To this very day, it's still operational. The ashes of the defenders of the Alamo are inside the building too.
पुलमुनि परेवाहरू बसेका छन् मजाले पुलमुनि परेवाहरू नि
It's called the Saga, and it depicts the history of the Alamo. But this tree just right in front of us here, that's going to be known as our Ben Milam's tree, dedicated to a Texas patriot by the name of Benjamin Milam from 1835. That tree right there, it's a fallen cypress tree. It stands at around 90 feet tall, and we actually think that tree there in particular, that's the oldest tree left standing along the Riverwalk. And if it's as old as we think it is, technically it'd make the tree older than the city of San Antonio itself.
कस्तो पुरानो पुरानो घर हो
But that little arch we just went up underneath there too, that is another floodgate. That's the fourth, that's the 3rd floodgate right behind us. The gate is open. That one jumped from the top down.
You want to sit?
Now right over here to our right-hand side, this is going to be the Esquire Tavern. It opened its doors back in 1933 as a fully stocked bar. But prior to that little bar over here, it used to be a barber shop. And then just minutes after the Prohibition era ended, the barber shop had opened its doors a fully stocked gone.
cheese.
Not sure
No,
how
what?
that happened, but I think they might have been getting a little bit more than just a haircut out of that barber shop, don't y'all think? Maybe a different type of...
올무늬 보니 가는 걸 뺏은 상황.
Now back in 1921, when the flood first hit us here in the city, the flood water had reached 9 feet above the street level. So the street we're up underneath right now, the flood was 9 feet. Now right over here to our right-hand side, this is going to be our Aztec Theater. It opened its doors in 1926 as a silent, officially named after Robert Hugman, the architect. Most people know the bridge though by a different name. Most people know it as our Salinas Bridge. That's because in 1987, Jennifer Lopez had to top the very bridge behind us in order to film some of the movie scenes. Most people say kick-started her whole career, known as Salinas.
Jangan pan ko sa mga ball.
Now to our left-hand side, this is going to be the La Mansión Hotel. Back in 1853, the very building here was our St. Mary's School.
Huh? Oh, really?
School back then that just grew so large that they could no longer fit within the campus here. Naturally, they ended up moving elsewhere. But a former student of the school, they decided they loved the building so much that they were going to be the one to come back down here, buy the whole thing, and turn it into the hotel, the La Mansión. Opened it up in 1968 too, just in time for the hemisphere. Now there is one last illusion I would like to share with everyone along the river, and this is said to be an illusion of a paper thin wall from the river angle. As we head here to our left-hand side, we're approaching our Hyatt Regency Hotel. It opened its doors in 1981, sitting at 16 stories tall. But they had original plans to build this Hyatt here about double the size it's seen at today. But there's a problem with that idea. The only other side of the Hyatt over here is that Alamo. And if they built the hotel any taller, it would have casted a shadow on the Alamo, which is not allowed. No matter what, those buildings are permitted to do such. So instead, they just built the hotel a little bit wider rather than taller, trying to accommodate for at least some of its lost glory. Now up ahead to our right-hand side, we're going to see a sign up ahead that says the Salt Grass, but the building the Salt Grass is in, it's got a different name. It's going to be known as the Art Casino Club Building. Yeah. So don't get too excited. So this is not a casino, and it's never even once been one either, despite it. Put it up ahead to our right-hand side where the Republic of Texas is nowadays. We're going to see his name along the building up here too. It'll say R.H.H. Hugman, AIA, Architect. There's also a statue up ahead to the right of Robert too. And the reason Robert had decided to move his office just right down here to the river was what better way to convince the people to bring their businesses and offices down here than putting yours here yourself. You set a good example for other people to follow after you. And luckily for us too, it ended up working. And by 1946, the first
올무늬 또 레스토랑이 있는데.
Riverside Dining opened its doors. Right up ahead to our right-hand side with a rainbow-colored umbrella known as Taco Rio. Now back in those days, not only were you being fed by the restaurant over here, you had tours in it too. These were the original individuals who used to own the gondola boats along the river. So pretty much the ones that pioneered the restaurant here, it's a family-owned and operated establishment along the river.
My baby. Actually, the case actually were like my baby.
But within the past 8 or 9 months or so, that has changed. And I've seen 4 different people fall in this river. One of my coworkers ended up falling into the river next to me. Now, not literally next to me. I didn't push him in the river. He was in the boat next to me, and I watched him fall in here. There was a lady. She was on the boat. And don't worry, she got off the boat just fine. But then afterwards, she wasn't looking where she was walking. She's paying attention to her fall. There's a section of the river that goes a little more inwards rather than staying straight. She got walking straight, walked herself right into the river. Then a guy who's sitting down in a chair close to the edge of the sidewalk here, and he was just sitting just a little bit too close to the edge. He leaned backwards in his chair and flipped out from underneath him, and he landed in the San Antonio River. And then I accidentally fell in this river here too.
자락이야.
San Antonio River here, there are around 21 different types of fish that call this river their home. Usually what you find is catfish and bass, but there's a native sunfish species here to the river known as our long-eared sunfish. We also got ducks, geese, turtles, and snakes in the river through here too. Now just right up ahead of us here, folks, we are going to be seeing the newest addition here along our river walk. It's the statue of a lady holding a star. Now our stargazer there, she's put here in just 2022. Made of pure volcanic stone from Mexico. She's done by a Mexican sculptor by the name of Pedro Reyes. Now our name Stargazer comes from the fact she was built to represent all indigenous past, present, future, or loved one. But I've even had someone on my boat say they hope she was looking at the next Dallas Cowboys win. But I think she might have to keep looking for that one. But to our right hand side up on street level there's a tall tower right back there with a little needle sticking out the top, that antenna. Some people call it a space needle, but it's our Tower of the Americas. It's built in 1968 for the Hemisphere World's Fair. It's built to be the spectacle for the fair that year. We had decided here at the city, what better way to wow the people traveling down for our hemisphere than building the tallest tower in the nation. So we did. It's 750 feet tall, the Tower of the Americas back there. It was the tallest tower here in the U.S. up until they built the Las Vegas Stratosphere. Then we were knocked down to second place position. But we can still hold second place at least. It's a giant observation deck. A slowly rotating restaurant beneath the observation deck floor. And there's also a 40 movie theater on the ground near the tower too. Now just right up ahead of us here, this is going to be our River Center Mall. Built in 1988, we got about 100 different stores inside of the mall here. Most notably, an IMAX movie theater, a Legoland, a Sea Life, and the Dave & Buster's all call this mall their home. Now if you look to our right hand side, look on the street level, right? We look up to our right hand side, up on the street level, right past this mall up here on the street is going to be the Marriott River Center. Built in 1988. Originally right where the mall sits, originally right where the hotel sits right up here, there used to be a very historic Fairmont Hotel. It's built back in 1906. But why would I bring that up if it's not there today? What, they have just destroyed the Fairmont there, built the Marriott, end of story. But our city had said that the Fairmont was too much of a historically important building. So instead, in 1985, we devised a different plan, where we ended up picking up the entire Fairmont Hotel out of the ground and moving it. We placed the hotel upon 36 dollies, all with about 8 wheels each. And with tow trucks moving less than a mile per hour, they slowly rolled the Fairmonts to a new location, where it still sits out today, operational and functional at the corner of Alamo and Nueva. That way the Marriott could be built where it wanted to up there. Then the Fairmont Hotel would be safe away from demolition. So folks, up ahead to our left-hand side, our picture all about from the tour today. So we're coming up here to the... Thank you so much for coming.
Station आइपुग्यो स्टेसन हाम्रो अझ मान्छे पनि कम भइसक्यो चढ्ने है
You're much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, did someone leave their phone? Yeah, okay.
यो मैले करप्सन मान्छे आफ्नो पारामा ओ बर्थडे हो पनि आफ्नो काममा हिँडिरहेको छु जो रमाइलो भइरहेको छ आज गुड फ्राइडे सरी गुड स्याटरडे आज यो हो नि तरिका भाइ अब हामी यहाँ बेलुकाको खानेकुरा खाँदैछौँ अब हामी आज बिहान हो होइन आइतबार बिहान ब्रेकफास्टको लागि जाँदैछौँ होटलमा तल छ ब्रेकफास्ट है लबी अब हामी यहाँबाट एलिभेटरबाट जान्छौँ हामी एलिभेटरबाट गाइज एलिभेटरबाट जान्छ अब हामी यता आइपुगेको छ हाम्रो लिफ्ट होइन हेर्नुहोस् है अब यसमा चढेर जान्छौँ हामी यसरी हेर्नुहोस् यहाँ कि हाल्नुपर्छ एक होइन भएन बाह्र तल्ला माथिबाट हामी तल झर्दैछौँ हामी 12 तल्ला माथि बसेको थियौँ ब्रेकफास्ट पुऱ्या ब्रेकफास्ट एरिया ब्रेकफास्टको लागि के छ यहाँ आइटमहरू हेर्दैछौँ खानेकुराहरू डोनट सोनट ब्रेकफास्ट के छ राति 12 बजे सुतेको डिनर खाऊँ ब्रेड खाऊँ कॉफी खाऊँ ठीक छ नि हाल नि सब यस्तो खाने त हो के छ हाल गुड मर्निङ ब्रेकफास्ट हो यो ब्रेकफास्ट अब हामी यहाँ बसेर ब्रेकफास्ट हाम्रो ब्रेकफास्टमा ब्रेडहरू छ है ब्रेकफास्ट खाँदैछ सबैजना ब्रेकफास्ट यो होटलमा बस्ने मान्छेहरू ब्रेकफास्ट सबै सात बजी 9 बजीसम्म यो होटलमा बस्ने मान्छेहरूलाई ब्रेकफास्ट 7 बजीदेखि 9 बजीसम्म 2 घन्टाको लागि के छ ठिक छ ल गुड हामी अहिले ब्रेकफास्ट खाँदैछौँ यहाँ होटलमा होइन त्यो बुगाङमा त्यहाँ होइसिन्छ त्यहाँ हो मिरा अब यहाँ छ म यहाँ छु होइन खाँदैछु अब जानुपर्छ अब सियो यहाँ अब यसरी बसेर गफ गरिरहेको हामी सबैजना मैले सुनसान जीव होगा 10 बजेदेखि सुरु हुने होला अब यहाँ आज सान एन्टोनियोको सेकेन्ड डे सिओलमा। अब सिओलमा आज के हुन्छ सेकेन्ड एन्ड लास्ट डे भनौँ के हुन्छ अब होइन। अब यहाँ मान्छेको ताती छ सिओलमा। अब हेरौँ के हुने हो, रमाइलो कस्तो अनुभव हुने हो सिओलमा। अब हेर्दैछौँ हामी भिआइपी एरियाहरू। आज हाम्रो दोस्रो दिन सान एन्टोनियोमा हाम्रो ग्रुप हुनुहुन्छ यहाँ है। घाँटीमा के झुन्ला भन्दा साँचो, गाडीको साँचो हो यो। हामी जाँदैछौँ सिओल। अब ठिक छ नि, कहाँ आएको हामी आज? ल ठिक छ, आज सिओलमा रमाइलो गर्नुपर्छ। मजाले आइरहेको छ सिओल। अहिले खेल्नु मिल्छ होइन? त्यो खेल्नुपर्छ अब। सिओलमा आज रमाइलो गर्नुपर्छ। सिओल सान एन्टोनियोमा लाइनमा छ। टिकट काटेको जान्छ कति इन्ट्री हुँदैछ।
Right here, man. Right here from the outside table. And then take your stroller.
भयो त्यहाँ तिमीले रोक्या भएर म त त्यो गाडी साँचो ए सिओल सान एन्टोनियो। ठिक छ नि, ठिक छ नि, रमाइलो गर्नुपर्छ यहाँ अब। यो प्रोग्राम अब डल्फिनहरू नाचेको 1:15 सुरु हुन्छ अरे। अब हामी अहिले एकछिन हेरौँ यहाँ। अब भर्खर 11 बज्यो, 1:15 कुद्नुपर्ने भयो। अब 1:15 कुदेर अनि हामी अब 1:15 कुदेर हेर्नु पर्यो। यहाँ आइसकेपछि सिओल डल्फिन नाचेको सबैजना हुन्छ हाम्रो यहाँ। 11जना टोली हरिन्छ सबैजना। ठिक छ, सबै हेर्नुहोस्। अब सिओलमा आइएछ होइन। अब ट्रेन पनि चढ्न लाग्छ हामी। ट्रेन पनि चढौँ मजाले। सबैजना चढ्न लाग्छ ट्रेन। ट्रेन पनि चढ्यो चढ्यो। ट्रेन पनि चढ्यो ल सिओलमा। ट्रेन पनि चढ्यो है, ट्रेन पनि चढ्यो।
practice now. They got to
भिज्यो 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 चिप्ले एकछिन नलड चिन्छ अहिले हामी चढ्ने हो फेरि अब हाम्रो बाल त्यसपछि चढ्नुपर्छ गुड गुड अहिले पार भित्र भित्र जाऊ भित्र जाऊ भित्र भित्र जाऊ भित्र यता आऊ यता आऊ यता आऊ नि यता आऊ Good, 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 good. Oh, go. Fuel बताएर रमाइलो पानीमा रमाइलो गरिरहेको है त्यसको रमाइलो गर्नु पऱ्यो नि रमाइलो यो बच्चाको लागि यहाँ एकदम रमाइलो खेल्ने ठाउँ छ है यहाँ यो पानीको हावा हो No. Horse riding Huh? क्या है यो पनि डर लाग्दो गेम छ है सकिन्छ त ओ मेरो भिडियो कल गर्छ Khoy. Cuma udah tol berkini sama kalau nih, gua tol masih bergigi aja nih. खोइ मिरालाई के भन्नु छ त्यो खेल्ने भने त अर्को थियो ओके ओके खेल्नुपर्छ अब खेल्नु ओ चप्पल उडाउँछ कि क्या माथिमा जाँदो रहेछ अब हामी पनि खेल्नलाई लाइन बसिरहेको छ हेर्नु के हुन्छ अब खेल्न सकिन्छ यो गेम पनि खेल्यो तर भिडियो खिच्न सकिएन मलाई डर लाग्यो गेम खेल्नलाई है भिडियो खिच्न सकिएन सबैजना खेल्या भएर जो रमाइलो भयो यो पिङ पनि रमाइलो भयो यो गेम खेल्दा मलाई हल्का डर चाहिँ लाग्यो है खेलेको छैन ठिक छ नयाँ अनुभव रमाइलो भयो यहाँ अब अर्को गेम हुँदैछ अरे होइन त्यहाँ एउटा डल्फिनको प्रोग्राम चाहिँ सक्यो अब यहाँ अर्को सोको लागि सबैजना मान्छेहरू अर्को स्टेजमा लाग्दैछन् मान्छेहरू नेक्स्ट सो इज देयर देयर ओके थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच नेक्स्ट सो यहाँ छ मेरो टोली कहाँ छ पछाडि होला मेरो टोली खै कता म्युजिक तामा नाच्छ होला पानी कस्तो छ
blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
that was just 2 members of this killer whale family showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep the whales both active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world. We're excited to share their story with Predator. Their scientific name is Orcinus orca, and their common name, killer whale. And the 4 whales in our care have their own individual names: Sakari, Takara, Tuar, and joining us here out front is Kayukin. Sakari is the youngest whale at 16 years old, and Takara is the oldest at 34 years old. Orcas live in a matriarchal society with 1 female in charge, and for this killer whale pod, that's Takara, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach the whales husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Trainers Julie and Kylan are joining us at the slide house, and they're going to help demonstrate just a few of these behaviors. One of the first behaviors we teach the whales is called a fluke present, in which the whales present their tail flukes to the trainers, just like Kayukin's demonstrating right now. Not only does the fluke present allow us to observe the whale's entire body, but it also allows us access to the easy-to-see shallow veins that run along the white undersides of those tail flukes. Our veterinarians, they can collect a blood sample from these veins at least once a month. And as you can see, the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. Throughout today's presentation, you may notice the trainers giving the whales back rubs, tail massages, or even splashing them gently in water. That's because killer whales have very sensitive skin, and this is a great way that we can strengthen and build our relationships with them. Now, collecting blood is just one way we can ensure the health of these incredible animals. Another important diagnostic is knowing how much they weigh. We'll weigh them once a week by asking them to slide their entire body up and out of the water onto a killer whale-sized scale located in one of our back adjacent pools, just like this. Now you may notice that a portion of Kayukin's body, from his dorsal fin all the way down to the tip of his tail flukes, is still in the water. This part of the body is called the peduncle, and it contains some large, powerful muscles that can easily weigh several hundred pounds. So in order to record a more accurate weight, we simply ask the whales to lift those tail flukes up and out of the water. And that's how we know that as of this week, Kayukin here is weighing in at 10,030 pounds. It's important to weigh all of the whales to make sure the younger whales, like Sakari, are growing appropriately, and that the adult, more mature whales sitting at healthy weight. Our husbandry behaviors, they help to ensure these whales are both healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they're born, they learn necessary life skills from watching and mimicking their mothers as well as other members of the pod. Here at SeaWorld, they do the same thing with us, watching and mimicking our movements. And we're going to see that in action right here in the stadium with the help of our new friend, Justice. Justice, why don't you go ahead and give a big wave hello to Kayukin, and let's see what happens. Would you look at that? He's waving right back at you. Killer whales have amazing eyesight both above and below the water. They're also very curious animals and can often be seen spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Kayukin's taking off to the bottom of this 40-foot deep habitat to demonstrate a behavior we call a sighting bow. Here's Kayukin. That was an amazing jump. Well, now we're going to move on to the other side of the stadium, where Kayukin and his new friend Brett are going to help us learn a bit more about how killer whales communicate. Killer
Killer whales can communicate in a variety of ways, and the use of vocalizations is just one of them. Brett, whenever you're ready, go ahead and ask Kai for that vocal. That sounded beautiful! Did you know scientists believe when a killer whale leaps out of the water, it may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? You see, sound waves travel about 4.5 times faster through the water than they do through air. So when a killer whale leaps out of the water and comes crashing, it can be heard from miles around. Here's Gaigan. Brett, you're soaking wet. We had no idea that was going to happen. But hey, the towel would be such a great sport. How about we give a hand for these amazing audience volunteers and these killer whales? As we've just seen, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the whales in our care
You feel good?
has shed light on many mysteries about these incredible animals. For example, we now know the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain out in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. And that's why, for the past 60
Oi! Que isso, Brunaldo? Wow! Oh, pancam tu! Hei, pancam tu, pancam tu. Oh, yang pancam tu, yang pancam tu. Yang pancam tu ya. Wah! Oh, beta, beta, pancam tu, pancam tu apa? Cái tao thấy bao nhiêu mà? Ai với ai? पानी पीजिए पानी पीजिए तेरी का ngoài chưa đấy 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 đấy
Amazing athletes. They can eat over 100 pounds of food in a single day. Depending on where they live and the time of year, that prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator of the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible. Human nature depends on you. Through your actions, the choices we all make. We hold the future of killer whales.
पानीले भिजेको अवस्था सबैजना हेर सबैजना पानीले भिज्यो
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador of the ocean. Limitless and
फेरि आयो फेरि पानी आयो फेरि पानी जाप्यो है हो 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 ल जाप्यो
and deepen your appreciation for killer whales, just as they have for all of us. We'll continue to learn from these incredible animals, and we hope that you will too. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day here at SeaWorld San Antonio. Bye, everyone.
हेर्नु है त माथिबाट खस्छ है अब ऊ माथि माथि पुगेछ है होइन माथि पुगिसकेको छ ऊ अब पर्छ त
It's coming!
मेरो विचारमा यसमा कोकिला र मिरा चढेको जस्तो माथि चढ्न अहिले आँटा हाने है यो चाहिँ माथिबाट खसाल्छ अहिले आँटा हाने है मलाई चाहिँ हेर्नु है यसमा कोकिला र मिरा लगाइरहेको चढ्यो यसमा सिधा दुईजना माछाले आँटा हान्यो डर लाग्यो तिनवटा छ बोट माथि लान्छ यसरी माथि लगेर तिनवटा रहेछ एउटामा भर्ने आएको माथि चाहिँ एउटा खसा छ है अब यहाँ
एउटा माथि रहेछ अर्को धार्ने एउटा माथि रहेछ अर्को खस्ने रहेछ के अरे एक खनको घुमाउने रहेछ त्यहाँ माथि मान्छे बसिरहेको थियो जाँदैन मान्छे त्यहाँ त्यो माथि रहेछ यो खस्ने रहेछ एक खनको घुमाउँदो रहेछ त्यहाँ माथि के माथि खनक्क घुमेर अनि ल हेर हेर हेर
कस्तो भयो अनुभव डर लाग्छ मुटु नै बाहिर आउला जस्तो माथि चाहिँ आफै गाड डर लाग्छ होला नि हो त्यही त त्यहीमा डर लाग्यो तल जान्छ है गाह्रो छ बाले हुन्छ
मलाई त आँटाको पनि मिराइदिनु छ
हो है
माथिसम्म जाँदा भिडियो खिच्छु मैले
डेन्जर मलाई अलि आँटा हाने कि म जहाँ पनि चढ्ने हो नि म त डर लाग्दैछ कि हजुर आँट स्वाद त फालिदिन्छ तल होइन पुरा डर छ कि त्यो त फालिदिने हो सिधै फालिदिनु केमा समाज ए हो ए डराएर समात्यो होला त्यसो एकपल्ट त्यो पैसा तिरेपछि चाहिँ होइन सबै खेल्न पाउँछ तर दिनै बित्ने रहेछ कि यहाँ त दिनै बित्ने रहेछ सबै पाइन्छ खेल्नलाई पाइन्छ एक फेर टिकटको पैसा काटेपछि चाहिँ यहाँभित्र सबै गेम फ्रीमा खेल्न पाइन्छ तर कति आँट छ भन्ने कुरा मात्रै भर पऱ्यो आँट हुनेले अलि रिस्की गेम पनि खेल्छन् मुटु हुनु पऱ्यो
केही पनि हुँदैन भने 8 चाहिँ हुनु
पर्यो त्यो होइन माथि चढाएपछि ठिकै छ होइन तल झर्दाफेरि त स्वाटै फालिन्छ कि स्वाटै जान्छ फेरि अनि त्यसमै झन् तल पानीमा छ कि पानी जिउमा वार्दै आउँछ फेरि घुमाएर गरिरहेछ गरिरहेछ खानेकुरामा आयो कि उसलाई सिसा छ नि ऊ त्यहाँ सिसा छ ऊ
We do ask while you're feeding that you should drop that dish within 3 seconds, no longer, because once again they can drop pretty high. We also want to make sure we're feeding the animals right close in the water. Please avoid throwing the dish to the rocks. And then you place the dish on the ground, let us know. We'll get your jar out of the Please don't break up the dish in little bitty pieces. The animals do live in a saltwater environment. They receive all of the fresh water from the food. If you're breaking up this dish in little pieces, you are releasing some of that fresh water.
यसको सो होइन त्यहाँ छुट्यो हामी हेरेको माछा हो त दिएको त्यहाँ छ नि ऊ सिसा त्यहाँ माथि सुतिहाल्नु नि त्यहाँ जाउँ सियोलमा घुम्दा घुम्दा थाकिने रहेछ अब हामी निस्किने विचार गरेको छौँ यहाँबाट अब यहाँबाट घर जानलाई चाहिँ 5 घन्टा लाग्छ सिहोलबाट डालास पुग्नु पऱ्यो 5 घन्टा निस्किने विचार गर्दैछौँ अब थाकिँदो रहेछ गर्मी पनि छ हल्का यहाँ यो फेरि बाहिर घुमेर आएर रिएन्ट्री गर्नको लागि छाप लाउने ठाउँ रहेछ हातमा मैले पनि लगाएँ हातमा छाप रिएन्ट्रीको लागि अब रिएन्ट्री गर्ने हो कि होइन थाहा छैन अब थाकिसक्यो रिएन्ट्री त होइन अब घरतिर लाग्ने हो 5-6 घन्टा लगाएर बिस्तारै कति बज्यो 3 बजेछ भनेपछि घरमा 8 बजी राति 8 बजी घर पुगिने भयो अब सियोल सान एन्टोनियो यो भित्र पनि मान्छेहरू बच्चाहरू जान्छन् तर सकेन मान्छे बच्चा होइन ठुलो पनि जान्छ नि पानीमा आउने हो तर सकेन घरमै होस् थाक्यो गर्नु पनि छ थाक्यो जसमा मैले थाक्यो भने अब सिक्यो सान एन्टोनियोको भिजिट अब डे 2 को भिजिट सक्यो अब आफ्नो निवासतिर डालस पर्टो सियोल भिजिट सक्यो अब बन्छ त्यतिर Bye bye from Seoul. के सियोललाई बाई बाई हो आज ल सियोललाई बाई बाई सियोललाई नेक्स्ट टाइम सियु सुन भन्दै सियोलबाट बाई बाई सियोलबाट बाई बाई